everyone and welcome back to Sew On If I Sew, or welcome if you're new. I'm Jess and this is my channel all about sewing, dressmaking and all things stitch related. So very excitingly, it was my birthday yesterday, woo! Now my main birthday present, as many of you know, is an overlocker. However, at the time of filming it has not yet arrived because it was on pre-order from Singer and it said mid to late January, so I'm giving it another week really. However, I do have some rather lovely birthday things to show you, that's sewing related birthday things to show you, and I went and had a little bit of a splurge. Well, for me, what was a splurge? I don't buy huge amounts of fabric at once. Normally I buy bits here and there. So I've done a little fabric haul for my birthday, which I'm going to take you through. Now, before we get started, this top is the Miranda t-shirt from Simple Sew, and it's made in a lovely abstract viscose jersey from Rainbow Fabrics Kilburn. So because I get a lot of questions on this top, so that's what I'm wearing, and complete with some fluffy socks and Victoria's Secret pink leggings because I'm very, very cold. But we've been in the garden this morning repotting all of my lovely plants. So I've never really done a fabric haul video before. It's not a format I'm really used to. However, I do talk through fabrics on my Instagram story normally when I get them. But I've kept these ones back so that I can show you a little bit on camera and you can see sort of what I look for and how I plan my projects. I've also, as a little birthday treat to myself, tried out two shops that I've never tried before and returned to two old favourites. So the two new shops will both have a blog post upcoming in my regular review cycle of all the fabric shops. The blog is undergoing a little makeover at the moment, but within the next few days or so there will be new pages because I just wanted a revamp really, but you'll be able to find all of my fabric shop reviews on one page very shortly, so I will link that below when it goes live. But first of all, let's start with a tried and tested favourite of mine, which is of course the rag shop. Now I've been back with the rag shop for a while. Steph is just a wonderful, wonderful person, and we have the greatest chats because both of us are, I think, pretty much of a height and quite a similar build, so we have a lot of the same fitting issues with patterns, and honestly I love the conversations we have. They're so nice, and she makes me feel normal sometimes as well when patterns are like 6 inches too long for my arms, or you know, it's really, really lovely. So she posted this fabric like 2 days ago, literally being like, this is the softest fabric I've ever felt, and it's this viscose linen blend, right? And here it is. It's a lovely sort of soft pink mauve, and I quite like it. It'll look better, I think, as well when my hair is back to being one colour, because I've not had it dyed in a while. But it is viscose linen mix. It is, as she said on her story, it is the softest thing. And literally, I then messaged her to be like, is it see-through basically? What's the weight like? You know, tell me a bit more about it. And we had such a long chat, and she even sent me like a video of it in the light, and she was like talking about it. So if I hold it up to the camera, hopefully you can see that it's got like a little bit of a texture to it, and it has got the most beautiful, beautiful drape in the world. But I'll unfold it to show you guys. So look at that, it's really, really beautiful. And yeah, I love it. It is, you can see form through it. I got 1.5 meters, I think. So you can, actually, it's not too bad. So in really bright light, Steph told me that you can see form through it, but it's actually, I would say, like, it's not nearly enough for it to matter. And this fabric is going to be on something very exciting, which is, magic room, this dress. So this is a Great British Sewing Bee pattern for basically a full circle dress. Now, because the pattern is hard to see, but this is princess themed. And it's got a circle skirt, and I love this. It fits perfectly. Invisible zip down the back. Facings are a bit wonky, but that's okay considering it's one of the first garments I made. I'm going to make a grown-up version in this because now I trust myself to do princess seams that can be visible on plain fabric. So that is what this will be used for, and I'm so, so excited to get sewing with it. However, I am going to wait for it to get a little bit warmer. But you never know, actually, this might become a Valentine's make as well. So we'll see how we get on with that. Steph was also really sweet and sent me a birthday card in with my order because she knew it was a little birthday splurge. So that will go on the shelf there, which is very sweet. My next shop is a new one to me, which is Fabric Godmother. So first of all, as with the rag shop and the others, I love cardboard or recycled paper packaging. It's so much better than plastic. With the plastic ones, I keep them because I keep the fabric in them, and I keep them as well, so if I need to send fabric, if I'm destashing or anything like that, I do keep them, but I do prefer the recyclable ones because I just think it's a bit more sustainable. Now, this fabric is my first purchase from Fabric Godmother. I was very impressed by the speed of the delivery. Fabric Godmother is really expensive, which is why I've kind of held back until now. However, I wanted very, very high quality sportswear fabric for my first overlocker project. Obviously, once I've got the hang of my overlocker, we'll have some test stuff first. But it is this beautiful lycra. And I think it's 4-way stretch, and it's going to be making me some high-waisted yoga leggings. Now, again, I am a yoga teacher, so this will be worn while I teach. If I hold the fabric up, you can see, like, I don't even know how you describe this pattern, but it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's sort of like a melange. It's really, really nice, and as you can see, very, very springy, really good amount of stretch in it, and I'm very excited to use it. There isn't a note with this one, but there is a super cute postcard which will go up on the fabric inspiration board. In terms of pattern, I think I'm actually going to, I've looked at so many patterns, but I think I'm going to use a free one from Patterns for Pirates that is just, it's got like 4 or 5 different lengths in it, and it's just a high-waisted, which is very important, kind of tight yoga leggings. So it's nice and simple. I didn't want to go too complex for my first make, which is why I've gone for patterned fabric as well, so hopefully it will be a bit more forgiving. And then hopefully we'll build up a little bit more experience, and I'll be able to branch out into more like different types of fabrics together in leggings and stuff, but I'm so excited to use this. Once again, back to a tried and tested supplier, which is the lovely Sewing at Number 51. Now, full disclosure here, Abby did message me and say, I know it's your birthday, so I've given you an extra 10% off the regular sale. So she did like an extra code for me, but I didn't ask her to, and it was so, so sweet of her, and they were really happy. So I went to have a little look in the sale, and I got myself this beautiful yellow viscose I've been eyeing up for a while. And not only that, Abby included some really lovely coloured glass head pins in my order as a little birthday present, so thank you so much, they're gorgeous. Put them on the shelf so I don't lose them. And obviously the traditional lovely note, which is always greatly appreciated, really trying to avoid my cactus there. And here we are, here is my fabric. So it's incredibly lightweight and it feels like silk, and it is beautiful. Look at the drape on that, that is stunning. So I have a couple of ideas for this, but just because of how lightweight it is, it actually might become a Rhea dress from Tammy Handmade. The magic wardrobe strikes again. So this is my very first Rhea dress, and actually is the very first thing I ever did a sew along for, and I love it. So it's lovely and long, beautiful. This one's also made of viscose, so I know it works really well, and honestly when it was like 30 degrees in the summer, it was such a dream to wear. So what I think I'm going to do is make it again, but I'm going to leave off the bottom bit. So I've got this one as a long one, and then I can use a beautiful soft viscose to make a shorter version because I think it would look really pretty and the drape is just perfect. I will be sewing this, I think, at the end of March because it's lovely in yellow. For my endometriosis awareness, I'm going to try and sew 3 or 4 yellow garments in March because I like wearing yellow anyway, I think it suits me. But it's also endometriosis awareness month, and yellow is the awareness colour. So look forward to that sew along in March. Now my final one, my final purchase is from a new shop to me who I've wanted to try for ages, and that is Hey Sew Sister. Now again, a new startup, very, very recent I think actually, but I've actually wanted to try for ages. I love their branding. The pink with the green sewing machine, I think it's really pretty. Packaging is beautiful. Again, these guys will feature on the blog as this is my first purchase from them. And I love, first of all, I love that I've got all these fabric swatches in here because I do keep them. And I refer back to them particularly for weights, because then when I can look them up on the website, see what weight they are. I've got a bit here. And so I've got a lycra. This is the lycra I think that the baker that sews used for her leggings, I think, but I've only got a little bit so I can't tell. And then I've got another lycra. I've got a sort of tweed, houndstooth sort of feel. And I've got a little bit of rib jersey. and a little bit of, ooh, what I think is Cupro, because it feels gorgeous. Anyway, so I've got some fabric samples there, which I love, and then a little handwritten card with the branding. As you guys know, or some of you will know, I have a huge board downstairs, or I actually need a much bigger board, but I do have a board downstairs where I keep all of my handwritten notes, and everybody on their first purchase it goes on there, and sometimes I replace it with subsequent ones that are more personalised, but I do keep every single handwritten note I get, so thank you so much. And also, which I love, you get a little fabric badge like this is what brownie badges were like when I was little. So I love that. Now the fabric, onto the fabric. I got this. Now it's a lot stiffer than I thought it would be, so actually I'm going to be looking for recommendations, but I got this cotton, and it is really lightweight and really stiff. And it's black with a floral background, and honestly I found the colour so striking that I was like, I just have to get this, and I didn't really plan what I was going to do with it. It's very like shiny and very smooth, but yeah, very, very stiff. So actually, yeah, I'm not too sure. I thought I was going to make something flowy like the Rhea, but actually I don't think I will, because yeah, it's a lot stiffer than I thought, so maybe it will need to be something with box pleats, or it will need, I think it would hold pleats really well. So if you've got any pattern ideas or recommendations, let me know in the comments. This is very much a wild card because I adore the pattern so much. I just think it's absolutely stunning. It's 100% cotton, so it'll be great for the summer, but I want to try maybe like a meiosis dress or something like that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think I should make with this. So finally, I just want to show you a few little bits I got for my birthday that are directly related to my sewing. So first of all, a little shout out to Sewn on the Tyne, obviously the lovely Tamlin, who sent me a really cute birthday card, super early as well, which I was like, that's adorable, but she put labels in it, guys. So now I have some beautiful, beautiful labels. So I'm going to get them out very, very carefully without damaging the card, and I think I'm already going to put one of them in. I might actually retrospectively put in my birthday outfit because I really, really like them. So thank you so much, Tamlin. You are honestly one of the most sweet people, and I'm just so grateful to have met you and to also have met so many wonderful people in the sewing community. You guys are truly amazing. Now, a couple of other bits that are quite exciting. So I don't have my overlocker yet. However, I did get a bag of goodies from Singer that will go with my overlocker when it gets here. So my mum got me 4 cones. I won't take them out because you guys know what overlocker cones look like. She got me some spare bobbins, some spare needles, and she got me something really cool, which are these. Now, apologies if you know exactly what these are and have used them all the time. My mum's horrified when I didn't have any. These are thread snips, but they are really, really sharp, and apparently really helpful with the overlocker as well to really kind of get in if there's any problems. But I was really, really, really impressed by these. So let me know in the comments below if these are something you use. Up till now I've just used scissors, but I can definitely see this becoming incredibly helpful and them literally never coming out of my hands. So very excited about these. The other thing she got me, which is very, very sweet, was another little sewing kit, which is always helpful, to be honest, because I don't really buy hand sewing needles or anything very often. So I always quite like it, you know, just getting a little kit, having something that just sits in the desk, and you know, it's there if I need it, and it's nice and compact. I just thought it was quite pretty. So very happy with those, just some little sewing bits. And then my main sewing presents are 3 things. So number 1 is from my grandma, which is the Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple book. Now I'm quite excited about this, although I was interested to see that it's only got about 8 patterns in it, which doesn't seem like that many considering like the Great British Sewing books, etc. But I know this book is meant to be really good. I know there's some good patterns in here. Given my most recent issues with Tilly and the Buttons patterns, I'm going into this cautious, knowing that my body and the pattern block don't necessarily see eye to eye, but I will have a go at a good range of patterns from here, and then I will let you guys know overall how I get on, because I wouldn't want to give an opinion before I've kind of experienced the full range of her patterns, in case it's just a certain style that doesn't work with my body. So we will see. And then the most exciting present of all, well, it's in 2 parts, but the most exciting present is, number 1 is my cutting mat. Now, this is not new, as you can probably tell. My mum has about 3. So she sent me this one down, and my first job is I just need to give it a clean with nail varnish remover because my mum has used it to paint and cuff and stuff on. But it's all dried, like there's nothing that's going to mark on fabric, so I'm not too bothered. I'm just going to give it a clean. But it was very nice of her to give me one because I know they can be expensive. And also we don't have room for an A0 one yet, so very, very excited to use this. And obviously, to go with it from my lovely grandma, I officially have a rotary cutter. Oh, thank God. Now, I love using scissors, I do, and I love it for big pattern pieces and everything, but sometimes there are fiddly little bits that you cannot cut with scissors. Equally, there are fabrics where they move with the scissors sometimes, which is really irritating. And also, I do actually know how to make bras and like lingerie and things with lace, but I don't because I cannot cut them with scissors, which is again where the rotary cutter comes in. So hopefully I'll be able to expand a little bit, work with some more lace. I can see this being a dream on my chiffon. So very, very excited, and I'm going to have a go with it later this weekend, which is very exciting. So those are my sewing bits. I've got some beautiful fabric, I've got some lovely presents, and now I just need to wait for my overlocker and my birthday will be complete. But thank you all for the, literally hundreds actually, of birthday messages I received from the sewing community. You guys are wonderful. I'm very excited to be 24, woo! And I've got some fab sewing plans for this year, so thank you very much for joining me, guys. I've linked all the shops I've used and everything I've mentioned below in this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week where I'll present a sew along for my birthday outfit, which is the Florence blouse and that A-line cord mini, if you've seen it on my Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, let me know, give it a like, share and subscribe if you don't already, and let me know in the comments below what you're most excited to see me make, and if you have any ideas for that stunning cotton from Hey Sew Sisters. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.